Thanks for staying tuned. I'm Colin Abrams with the HGP Sportscast. The Ghana Football Federation, in collaboration with Anse McCall's Stag Beer, Monday launched the GFF Stag Super 16 year-end tournament. Here's more on this report. Today marks the commencement of the 2018 year-end classic, where teams across Ghana will compete to see who will be the champion of the season. With a total of $4 million up for grabs in this year's tournament, it is expected to be even bigger and better than the previous year, according to the president of the GFF, Wayne Ford.
Well, I think the fact that you're going to have two indigenous teams in the competition that are already being prepared. You're going to have the Indigenous All-Star, which is some of the top players that played in the Heritage Tournament, and a top team coming out from the Rupununi. You're going to have a participating team from Bartica. You're going to have a Berbice combined. East Bank only, I think, yesterday concluded their playoff. So you have a greater mix of players. In addition, there's going to be a playoff at the end of this month that will bring us to the final 16 teams. So that in itself will bring a measure of excitement to the game. I think we can expect a fairly vibrant tournament because we know that many of our members at the association level, they haven't been playing the level of football that we would like to see them play. But just the interest that this year-end tournament has generated and the fact that many of them have undertaken to play the playoff, we should see good quality football coming into this tournament.
Ford explained the process that was undertaken by regional member associations to select their teams.
You know, we've partnered with one of the most enduring friends of football, the Anse McCall group. We anticipate we're going to have an exciting tournament. What is different this year is that we've had all of our member associations do a qualification playoff. Some did not because they may have already concluded their leagues and other competitions from which they can draw the team that will be participating in this year's tournament. But ultimately, we know the public has been calling for a vibrant year-end competition. We stated in the early days of our administration that we were going to consolidate year-end football. This is one step in doing that. We still have a little bit more work to do for 2019, but ultimately the goal is to have a competition that kind of conveys the unity and the harmony that the football fraternity needs.
Troy Cadogan, a brand manager of the Anse McCall group of companies, explained what the partnership entails.
So we decided to partner, not necessarily sponsor, because as a sponsor, it's more short-term. Partnerships are long-term, and we want to build the football industry again. We want to build a fraternity, and of course, it's our contribution to sport in Ghana as a whole.
Okay, great. You're going to be, can you tell us what is your contribution to this?
We're going to be sponsoring the prize monies for the entire tournament. Also, we're going to be having various specials at all 7 games. We're going to be having bar promotions. We're going to be having various games. And of course, for every single day, you're going to have a fan of the game or a fan of the day where you're going to be eligible to take home some fantastic prizes, compliments of stacks. So it's not just a tournament you're coming to watch or football you're coming to watch. You're coming to have an experience.
The proposed dates for the playoffs are November 30 and December 2, with group stage matches set for December 14, 16, and 23. Quarter-final December 25 and 26, semi-finals December 29, and final on January 1, 2019. You're from the Western Tigers. Can you tell us what should we expect from Western Tigers heading into this year-end classic?
Well, Western Tigers is a very good team, and going forward in this year's Super 16 year-end tournament, you should expect a lot from this team. We have much in the attack. We have a balanced team. We have good defense. So going forward in this year's tournament, you would expect a lot from us, and we will win the tournament.
Year-end tournament, we done preparing since last month, and we will put our best foot forward for try to bring home the year-end tournament because we don't come out successful in the elite tournament. So my team is very fit and outstanding.
I think we're going to bring some strong youth into the competition this year, a bit more youth as compared to the previous team this year. I think overall we should do good in the tournament.
Firstly, I must say that we have a great coach, Mr. O'Neill, and coming into the tournament, we will come to compete, and we have a great group of fellas. We got some youngsters, some seniors, so we have a great team.
So far, only a few teams have booked their positions with the official list of teams to be released after the playoff. The first place team will walk away with $2 million. Losing finalist $1 million, third place $500,000, all with trophies and equipment attached. The fourth-place team will receive a trophy and equipment. Who will reign supreme? Let's wait and see. For the HGP Sports, Colin Abrams. A professional footballer paid a courtesy call to some of the footballers participating in the Guy Oil Tradewinds Under-18 Schools Tournament at the Ministry of Education ground on Carfesta Avenue. Stanford Howard has the details.
At the official launch of the tournament a few weeks back, the Gael Tradewind team had made an announcement to the participating schools that they would have a very special interactive session with a professional football player during the course of the tournament. Marketing executive Ashmi John explains why.
Gael was initially attracted to this tournament because of what it stands for and what it meant to us. When we received the proposal stated that the winning teams will be undertaking developmental projects in their schools. And this is something we are very much in favor of, because the winning team are not just winning for themselves, they're not just winning for Queen's College or Bishop's High School or any of the other schools participating. They're winning towards a project, and they're playing towards a project that will impact the entire school.
On Monday, that person was no other than Jorge Abu Khalid. Abu Khalid, in his professional football career, played in a few countries including Spain, Chile, and the USA. Abu Khalid, who is now the general manager of Tradewind Tankers International, expressed his delight to be a part of this football tournament. He also gave the young footballers some words of advice.
When I was younger, they used to wear Maradona or Pelé or whomever, and we all dreamed to be just like them. And after getting old, I can say the following: that's a mistake, because to be a player like them, you need to born like them, and those guys are out of this planet. So my advice to you: give your best, give your life, and I'm sure that you're going to be part of any team. We all try to be the best. Soccer is about winning every day. It's about going to practice and winning practice. It's about winning a tough life.
He also delivered to the students an inspirational speech.
Don't ever remember this is a game. This is a game. If you want to play with your heart, do it. If you're going to give your life in this, do it. But don't do it for the wrong reasons. Don't do it because you're going to be rich or you're going to be making money. That's the wrong reason. If you're good, if you give your best, if you do your best, I can assure you you're going to make money. But it shouldn't be the goal. Have fun. This is a game. And learn how to play football. When I was retiring, when I was 30, was the time when I really learned how to play football. Some of my friends, they used to say that I was good as a football player. No, being a good football player is not about playing with the ball. It's not about doing tricks with the ball. No, that's not the game. The game, being a good football player, is to learn how to play. And that's difficult. Some people, they think they know how to play football. They don't. They're very good in kicking the ball. You're right. But they don't know how to play this game.
Jorge Abu Khalil also added that Tradewind Tankers International would be part of this event next year. Co-director of Petro Organization also expressed his appreciation.
Without these partners, I think there won't be no Petra, and they keep us going. You, the students, also keep us going as an organization, and I'm happy and pleased for the commitment from Mr. Jorge about come next year and come the following year. And I didn't hear him say the following year, but I think we're going to be here also the following year. Our primary goal as an organization was then 7 years ago to revitalize the sport at the school level. And I think our sponsors have given us the opportunity and the privilege to do so.
Reporting for the HGP Sportscast, I am Stanford Howard.
The weekend saw intense action in the Georgetown Amateur Basketball First, Second, and Under-23 leagues. Here's more of this report. On Saturday, in the first division game, Plaisance Guardians went up against the Vikings. In this game, the Guardians won with a score at 72-61. The second game of the day was Eagles and UG battle. Eagles was a superior team from the get-go, taking the lead from the first period and maintaining the lead throughout the game, eventually closing out at 90-78. And the final game of the weekend was Colts versus Cobras. The Cobras bit venom into the Colts as they managed to march to a 81-61 defeat of the Colts, taking the lead from the run of the game. Colwyn Abrams, HGP Sports. Cricket West Indies released a test squad for the upcoming tour of Bangladesh, as Nick Pothos is the new interim head coach of the Bangladesh series, which bowls off on November 22. Stanford has the details.
Nick Pothos has been appointed interim head coach of the Windies men's team with immediate effect. He will lead the technical team for the Bangladesh tour, which consists of 2 tests, 3 ODIs, and 3 T20 series. Director of Cricket, Jimmy Adams, thinks having Nick lead the team at this juncture is important for the continuity, and we look forward to the strong and positive performance from the squad. Nick Pothos said, and I quote, "It is an honor to be asked to be the head coach of the West Indies cricket team for the immediate future. The Bangladesh series will be a tough challenge, which we look forward to embracing." End of quote. The full test squad reads: the 26-year-old Barbadian cricket player Craig Brathwaite, who made his test debut on the 20th of May 2011 against Pakistan, will now take the helm of the squad as captain due to Jason Holder's shoulder injuries. Also in the squad is Sunil Ambrose, Devendra Bishu, Royston Chase, Shane Durridge, Shannon Gabriel, Jamar Hamilton, Shamron Hattimaya, Shea Hope, Shamron Lewis, Kimo Paul, Karen Powell, Raymond Reefer, Kimar Roach, and Jamel Warwick. Reporting for the HGP Sportscast, I am Stanford Howard.
Thank you, Stanford. And that is the end of our Sportscast for today. Remember, if your dream is big enough, the facts don't matter. Goodbye.